You might not believe me when I tell you this story, but when you read through it, it will all make sense as one thing leads to another, and you'll understand why I did what I did and why I'll ask you that question. What question? What will you do when your blog makes you money all day and night? You don't realize this now, but in the next few minutes, you're going to rethink everything our parents and teachers taught us about life, time, and money. If you're anything like me, you got out of school ready to be a success and use what you learned to start really living life on your own terms. But I found out quickly that they didn't teach me one very important thing. There are two kinds of people: those who get bills in the mail and those who get checks in the mail. And they only taught us to be the first kind. Do you remember what it felt like to dream about your life and what being an adult meant to you? I remember, and I thought it was going to be great. And then real life hit. Everyone says that the rich get richer and the poor get poorer, but I had no idea that even if I found a job that I'd be poor. Nowadays, even people working a full-time job are having trouble making ends meet because prices of everything keep going up while there are less and less jobs paying less and less money. And that's why the average American household owes over $16,000 in debt. Because when the only way you get paid is from your job or jobs, then you have to build your entire life around that one activity. And the only plan they taught us was to keep doing it until you're fired, and then do it all over again with another job. That's where I was, broke, frustrated, and going nowhere, answering phones at a university all day. Is this what I was going to do the rest of my life? Does it sound familiar? It wasn't supposed to be like this, was it? Why didn't our parents and teachers tell us that we were going to be slaves, working day in and out to pay for our bosses' cars, vacation, and homes? Why didn't someone tell us that once we were adults, that we would have to give up everything we ever wanted just to pay bills? Think about it. When you have a job, your boss tells you where you have to live, how much money you have to live on, when to wake up, what time to eat lunch, and what you can afford to eat, who you have to spend most of your time with, co-workers? Where was the class that taught me how to get paid to do what I loved? I'll tell you what that is in a minute. Don't laugh. Why does the 1% get richer while everyone else gets poorer? I heard that this was a time of opportunity, that anyone with a dream and who was willing to do some work could get ahead in this world, but it seems like only a few people ever do. There had to be something that the 1% knew that I didn't, and I was determined to find out, because I had a dream of what I could do without a job. I started reading books, watching documentaries, going to seminars, and becoming the kind of student that my parents and teachers wish I had been in school. But when someone asked me why I was reading a book at my desk and why I was spending so much money and time on seminars and books, I answered with a loud voice, I want to be free. Debt-free, job-free, boss-free, bill-free, time-free. Because here's what I learned that scared me. Even though our parents and teachers taught us to go to school, get good grades, and find a good job, they never told us the one thing that should scare you too when you hear it. When someone controls your time and money, they control your life. And I refuse to let someone else control my life anymore. I don't know about you, but if you have a fire in your belly to do something on your own terms, make money, and still be free, then you're probably like me. And that means that you have a desire to learn whatever you have to learn, find whatever you have to find, and do whatever you have to do to break free. But no matter what I did, I couldn't make it work. In fact, I was getting more and more in debt, and I was living from my desk job, paycheck to paycheck, with most of it going to debt. I even had my rent on my credit cards, and I was about to throw in the towel and give up trying. I was broke, frustrated, and going nowhere, just like everyone else. Then $20 changed my whole life. You see, about 11 years ago, I found a terrible little website that told me I could make money online. It cost $1,000, and I didn't have it at the time, but I put it on the last space on a credit card because I wanted to change the path I was on. There's an old saying that says, if you keep doing what you've done, you'll keep getting what you've gotten. I was willing to change what I was doing because I wanted a different path. I paid the $1,000 and opened my mind. I learned about selling other people's books from that website and tried to do what it said, but I lost even more money, and then more. But I wasn't going to give up. I had spent $1,000, and I learned more with each failure. Until one day, I made $20. I wasn't working at my job. In fact, I was at rehearsal, more on that in a minute, when I suddenly realized that this little website I had made selling other people's books made me $20 that day. Well, that was just the beginning. I figured that since I could learn to make $20 in a day, that if I kept going, I could learn to make $200 in a day. At first, I only made a little, but I kept doing it until it became simple. Then one day, I made $1,200 in one day, just selling other people's stuff on my website. That was the day I quit my job and I never looked back. And free from the day job, I could suddenly do anything I wanted. I wrote books, I went on vacation, I saved money, I bought property. But best of all, I met agents and went on auditions and became a full-time actor. I told you not to laugh. Since I make money without a day job, I've been able to go on auditions, do shows, and shoot dozens of commercials. I've done very little TV and film, but in my career so far, I have managed to make almost $400,000 strictly from acting work. I know, I can hardly believe it either. And my family started seeing me on TV. My mom actually started telling people that I was an actor instead of being embarrassed and proudly asking, "Have you seen my child on TV?" And my neighbors saw me on TV and they would stop me in the street and say, "Hey, I saw you and I told everyone that I knew you." You see, once I got free of spending most of my time trying to make money to live on, I could actually do what I actually wanted to do. But what about you? What will you do when your blog makes you money all day and night? Stay at home with your kids, travel on long vacations, pay off your mortgage faster, play video games, write a novel, eat at fancy restaurants, go fishing, play basketball all day? Be free to do whatever you want. Because no matter what you are doing, you can set up a blog that creates money for you and deposits cash directly into your bank account 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And it's much simpler than everyone says. So now I've put everything I learned into a quick, easy, downloadable e-course for people who want to quit their day jobs and have full-time freedom too. Part-time blogger, full-time freedom. When you get this e-course now, you'll finally understand how to have a cash-generating blog and you can live the life you dream about. There are two kinds of people, those who get bills in the mail and those who get checks in the mail. Which do you want to be? Part-time blogger, full-time freedom. When you buy Part-Time Blogger Full-Time Freedom now, you'll get detailed examples, specific strategies, and complete step-by-step directions to make money just by writing about your hobbies and passions. Instead of having some job that takes up all of your time and barely pays you enough anyway, you'll be able to proudly say that you are full-time anything because you chose to learn the things that took me literally years to learn. Learn why so many people fail and how to avoid their mistakes. Take control over your time and put your hobbies, passions, and people first in your life instead of your boss's priorities. Destroy self-sabotaging behaviors like procrastination and delaying so you can wake up with money in your account each day and so much more. If you are looking for a way to ditch your day job so you can go on and pursue a full-time freedom lifestyle, then this is the e-course you need. Just the first 5 minutes can completely turn your life around and put you on the path to living the life of your dreams. I know because I've had it happen to me right now. Click below to get your copy, open it immediately, and know that you can do it. Stop waiting for a miracle. Start today. Part-time blogger, full-time freedom. There are 4 live recorded sessions. Session number 1 has info cash basics, the real business behind the posts, what everyone else is doing wrong that you will do right. Session 2, make money with other people's stuff. Get paid to allow someone else to do the writing on your blog. Brick by brick empire. Session 3 is all about traffic, waves of people waving their hands at you. The email man knocks twice, crowd control for cash. Session number 4 is how to make $1,000 commissions. The super sub-niche sandwich, the set it and forget it equals freedom. Okay, there are no worries. The product comes with a 60-day money-back guarantee. So what's the catch, right? There's always a catch, so here it is. You are about to get life-changing information that literally took me thousands of dollars and years of trial and error to learn. But I had the courage to take action on it. You are about to get this information right now for practically pennies, so you might not value it or act on it because of how easy it is for you to get it right now. People are constantly asking, is this a scam? And I don't understand why they ask when there are so many successful blogs out there generating cash for people who own them. But here's the thing. The only difference between what you want and what you have is applied knowledge. The catch is you're about to shortcut the system and just buy the knowledge from me, but you'll have to apply it yourself. I can't do it for you. Here's what Michelle Dyer, blogger, author, and stay-at-home mom says. Bones teaches you to own a kind of vending machine, but one that works online. Now that I have a baby to watch, it is fantastic to get an email that says, "You just made a sale," with some money that gets directly deposited into my bank account. Bones Rodriguez's materials show several ways to make that happen. Here's why she said that. When you get this course now, you'll see that I like to make things simple and understandable. I know that you've probably bought something from the vending machine before, right? Maybe candy, soda, juice, toys, whatever. When you did that, the owner of that machine made money. They weren't there selling you the candy or soda. Their machine did the selling for them, and it also makes the money for them. You can have the same thing, but your blog is like your vending machine, paying you 24/7 whenever someone buys something from it. Does that make sense? Okay, then buy right now, because this offer might go away at any moment. First, I can't keep this full-time freedom package at this crazy low price much longer, and I'm losing money to get this in front of you. Like I said, this is purely a test price to get as many new bloggers as I can to join this movement of independence and tell others. People keep asking if it's an MLM pyramid deal, and the answer is unequivocally no. This is about blogging. What I have for you here is the real deal. Don't miss out on this. Second, the bonuses will only be available for a short while. They're part of my grand opening deal, and if you're reading this letter, it means you're in luck and they're still available. And third, let's face it, if you don't act on this now, you may never act on it. And that means missing out on a potentially life-changing opportunity. So my only question is, why? Why allow this opportunity to slip through your fingers? Why would you pass it up when you know now how much it can mean to you, your family, and your future? If you click away from this page, it's likely that this new chance, this unique opportunity will drift away and get lost in the shuffle of life. Please don't let that happen again. You owe it to yourself this time. Hit the button below and at least check out that the full-time freedom lifestyle is everything I say it can be for you and other people just like us. If you wake up tomorrow and decide you'd rather change nothing, that's your choice. But remember, if later you wish you had gotten it, a minute later, a day later, a week later, it'll just be too late. So don't risk it. Click the big button below, read, watch, and learn everything for 60 days risk-free, and then decide. Part-time blogger, full-time freedom. By now, you know that what other people do doesn't work. Working a job, getting into debt, and relying on just one stream of income to survive. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain by learning what's in this course, and it comes with a 100% money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Just imagine what it will feel like when you have figured out how to live the life you want to live, free of a day job, a boss, or money troubles. Is that worth you getting this right now? Click the buy button right now and get started exactly 3 minutes afterwards. I'll see you on the inside. Click below to secure your copy.